Hey there guys, it's Kenzi here from Kenzi Writes. Let's talk about guest blogging. I have been blogging in some capacity since about 2015 or so I know how important SEO is to getting your blog off the ground. And guest blogging in particular is a really good way to boost your brand and boost your ranking in the search engines. The thing is, guest blogging is really time consuming. I don't want you to waste your time, so here are the tips that I, a full-time writer, use to write high quality guest posts that also benefit your SEO. The first thing, you're going to need to find websites that accept guest posts. Not all of them do. Sometimes this is going to be like an industry publication, and then sometimes it might be a website run by other experts or other providers that are also in your industry. Wherever you want to post, just make sure you do your research, see if they've done guest posts in the past, see if they have existing guest post guidelines on their website, and make sure that their readership matches your target audience. So if you are a plumber, don't ask for a guest post on a website about pet care, right? It doesn't make sense. You've got to make sure that your audience matches up. That is the first key to good guest posts. The second step is you have to do some kind of outreach. You need to find the contact or email address of the person who owns the website or the publication. And from there, you're going to send them an email asking them to let you do a guest post. And what I recommend is trying to find the person's actual name instead of saying, "Dear website owner," or "Dear editor." Like, I've received things like that and I just throw them in the trash immediately. You have to personalize. So what should you say in this email? Well, first of all, you need to compliment them a little bit and explain that you've been a reader of this publication for some time and say what you like about it. Explain that you want to contribute as a guest blogger, and that you have valuable insight that you think their readers would enjoy. Instead of just leaving it there though, I always recommend giving them 2 to 5 guest post topics, so that way it shows that you've done your research and that you know what their audience wants to see, and it also allows the website owner to choose topics that sound good to them. So the easier you make it for them to accept your guest post, the more likely they are to say yes. But the thing to remember about outreach is that nobody owes you anything. A lot of websites won't accept guest posts, or they're very choosy. So you either won't hear back or you'll get a form letter rejection. It happens. What you should not do is freak out and, beg them for a spot or get really angry about them saying no. That's not professional, and your anger or your emotional response is not going to make them want to feature you anymore, and they're probably going to blacklist you. So don't do that. The third tip is writing the actual post itself. You always want to ask the website owner if they have any posting guidelines, guest posting rules, or maybe even brand guidelines. For example, if they don't want to use the Oxford comma, you need to ask them that, right? It means that you're going to write a better piece that they don't have to edit as much. So that's why guidelines are so important. If they say, "No, we don't have any guidelines," that's fine. Just go to their website and look at their previous content before you write anything, so you know what kind of format and tone that they're going for. The fourth tip for guest posting is to promote the blog when it goes live. The reason that people say yes to guest posts is because they're hoping that you will promote their website whenever they feature you. So give it everything you've got to promote this. We're talking email promotion, social media promotion. I would even say if you have a social scheduler like Hootsuite or Buffer, go in there and make sure it's promoting this piece at least every month or every quarter and tagging the business that actually gave you the guest post. I know that guest posting seems overwhelming. I know it can take a lot of time, but it really is one of the best ways to boost your SEO and to find new readers for $0.